Alright, first off, let's say all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. And shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. This is Brother Irawam from the James Jamaica camp. James Intellect once more. I also want to say shalom to the sisters, the helps, right? The believers, right? This is another milk breakdown upon the word nation, because this was one of the help one of the things that helped me the most coming into this truth in understanding the whole doctrine of Israel, understand the doctrine of me being an Israelite, and also it helped with even understanding the whole breakdown of the Gentiles and the scattered and the dispersed of Israel, right? Knowing that it's not about how you look, but mainly because of the seed, right? Which basically that's where the word nation mean, right? You're going to the seed or your lineage, right? Your race is stock, right? So we just break down the word nation, use simple definitions, right, and just use some scriptures to help back it up. Hopefully we get this quick and easy, right? And this also is for those in the hidden nations who are actually watching these videos and wondering if you're an Israelite. It's not mainly about how you look, but it's about the seed. As if you read the or go in the milk series that I have up, you can see that I have the father Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the 12 sons, and coming down, right? So seeing as how we reach this far in our series, I think this now is the best time to break down what is a nation and help it go along, right? And also the most important thing is if this word resonate with the spirit, then 10 chances to 1 you're an Israelite, yo. More than likely you're an Israelite, because the Lord, the Yahweh shall now give a heathen word, right? So this is the word nation from the Wikipedia online encyclopedia, right? And it says nation from Latin natio, meaning people, tribe, kin, genus, class, flock, right? It says is a large group or collective of people with common characteristics attributed to them, including language, traditions, customs, habits, and ethnicity, right? I want to go into the word ethnicity, right? I'll come up in a second. It says an ethnic group or ethnicity is a group of people who identify with each other based on similarities, such as common ancestral language, social, cultural, and national experience, right? And if you read the curses, right, you can see who it apply unto today, yo, right? And believe it, the part of the curse is what? Us being scattered. Also, a part of the curses are we being on the low, right? All these things are similar things will happen to with people, right? Because what? We have the same seed, and the whole seed of Israel is under the curses, right? Now, going to, as a matter of fact, let me just check this word ancestral just to see if any more information. It says ancestor. An ancestor or forebear. Forebearer is a parent, right? The parent of an ancestor, right? Grandparents, right? It says ancestor is any person from who one is descended, right? And we only know that you can only ancestors are the one who get descended from are basically the man with the man, because the man bring the seed, right? The woman is just the vessel that hold the seed. But if you plant an apple seed in America, if you plant an apple seed in South America, if you plant an apple seed in India, no care where the seed is, the whole fact is going to be an apple seed, right? Yeah, as simple as that. The woman is just the carrier. But once you're from that line, once you're from that lineage, then you're of that nation, right? And not be, whether you want to look like that nation, yes or no, it don't matter. Once a seed come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then fine, right? You are an Israelite. That is what marked the Israelites, right? The seed of our forefathers. And we have a part of the seed is what? The promise on our forefathers, and you can check that out as well, right? Now, going into etymology, kind of repetitive, but just to help bring across the point. Nation from old friends, nation, birth, rank, descendants, relatives, right? Those are the key words, right? Descendants, relatives, um, from normative, natio meaning birth, origin, right? Where you originate from, which man on the earth you originate from, breed, stock, kind, species, a race of people, tribe, literally that which was born, right? So there you have it, right? It will show you the race of people, your tribe, right? Look up the word genus. It says kind or class of thing. Where you find which class you find in, as in or which group you're from. We're from the group that came out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? It says race, stock, family, birth, descent, origin again, right? So we're going at the word race, right? Kinsmen, right? From gentis, and notice say you have to see the word even generation, right? So yeah, when you look up this word even genitis, right, which means kinsmen, the word you can't say you have relation to the word genitals, right, which go back to what? Sex, right? Um you have a part in it where they actually say even relate to even generation, right? Latin plural genera, right? And you get even generate, right? To generate, to bring forth, right? That's how you generate. So when I see in scripture, the generations of such and such, generations of such and such, it can also be applied onto nation, like what the generations of Adams, which is also of Adam, Salak, and even it can even go into a time span or an era. That is also a generation. So right, it all depends on the context, or how you, the word apply, and depend upon which Hebrew word did it, right? Says to procreate, right? That's also another word, right? So it all based upon what the seed of the man and being brought forth, right? The product to give birth to beget. And if you look up the word race, it says people of common descent, and we get descendants earlier, right? From raza meaning race, breed, lineage, family, right? Go down and says no connection with Latin radix, which basically means root, right? They said though they admit this might have influenced the tribe or nation sense, right? And also go down and says original sense in English include wines with characteristic flavors. It says group of people with common occupation, right? And then it says generation, right? A generation, tribe, nation, people, right? As in of common stock, right? You hear about the stock of Abraham in Romans 4, right? So there you have it. You can basically leave it right there, right? Seeing head, beginning, origin, right? Now we're going to the scriptures. As a matter of fact, look up the word seed. Just we bring cross. It says seed, meaning semen, right? Look up the noun, tell about the semen, right? And we're also what? That's why you have the word husband, because husband, basically, husbandman or a husband is one is a farmer, but what? Tiller of the soil. He might the one who plant the seed. He might the one who determine, right? So even that word, very word husband helps solidify it because what? The farmer plant the seed, the husband plant the seed, till off the soil, right? Now so the husband, really and truly husband, this determine the nation, right? Now this is Numbers 1 and start at verse 1, 1 to 2. It says, the Lord spake unto Moses, and the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel. And if you look up the word children in the you will basically see the Hebrew word ban, which means son, right? So of the sons of Israel, it says after their families by the house of their fathers. So how you go track or basically um sum up the congregation based upon the fathers. That's how you go that are the standard, right? The number of their names, every male by their polls. And if we look up the word poles, you're gonna see the word head, right? Which basically means the origin, right? So the nation is struck down by the male, or is identified by the male, right? Exodus 1 verse 1, it says, now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob, right? So you have Jacob, and it tells about the stock of Jacob now. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the souls that came out of the lines of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. So you have also have Joseph, right? So there you have it. All of this are the stock of Abraham, and so come you have even the half tribes, Ephraim and Manasseh. Them still consider what the sons of Jacob or the sons of Israel, because what they are of Joseph, but Jacob is the father of Joseph, so it's still Jacob or Israel's seed, right? So that help, right? And as it pertains to what the definitions about generation and the word race, it says now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, right? Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and unto them were sons born after the flood. So now here we said, no, these are the generations of the sons of Noah. And when I look, the sons of Japheth, and the list them go down, the list of Ham, the list it go down, right? And then it says, unto Shem also, and then tell about the sons, the father of all the children of Eber, right? And it lists them go down, right? So you see, even sometimes in scriptures, I say the generations is also I tell about the nation, right? That's why, as we said before, I see the in Genesis, say the generation of Adam. It talk about it could tell you what happened to the nation of Adam, right? Or the Adamites, right? Of the specific Adam, because all men were Adam, but they have the specific Adam, right? And it tell you what happened to them being kicked out of the garden, and the serpent, which is also another nation, deceived them, or deceived the woman, and the woman gave unto the man, and continue and continue, and it just happened, right? Yeah, like, this, that, and the third, basically. So there you have it. Basically, it does show that look, the nation is determined by the man. So the whole fact said, the thing we're pertaining to nation now, or the history of things, is what the scripture said are gonna happen to the children of Israel, right? So once I see that the curses were listed in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, right, apply unto you, then you know that look, these are the children of Israel, because the Most I said this are going to happen to the children of Israel, or the generation of Israel, the sons of Israel, right? The nation of Israel, right? Which is identified by what? The male going into slavery, being scattered through the four corners of the earth, confusion of faces, right? The so-called white man basically because what it tell about the prophecy in a second in Ezra 6, Esau bruising the head and Jacob bruising the heel, right? All them things that when you look and see how we're living and see what happened and how the scriptures are played out, you can tell who is Israel based on how the prophecies apply, right? And they can see that clearly. So this is a thing will help cut Gentile, this is a thing will help identify you as an Israelite, also just understanding the simple word nationality or our nation, basically. And hopefully you guys were edified. So don't want to make this too long. Once more, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. And shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now sincerity and truth. Shalom.